Hey, what's up, guys? I'm not repping my company today. I was talking about war rooms and active directories, two of the most laborious topics I've ever had to deal with in my now almost 3 years operating HG and almost now 7 years as a professional IT person. So, without further ado, here's the episode. Fairly tired from August with the conference, with a bunch of meetups, and with another great one coming up in Sunrise. Sometimes too much of a good thing can be a bad thing. So this is more of a chill, relaxed, really bring in the fall back to school, or in this case, back to work, labeling for war rooms and Active Directory. As you have a beautiful fall foliage, and Active Directory is almost like my favorite structure in computer science, which is namely the tree. A beautiful structure indeed. So, first of all, we have to go for some war room etiquette do's and don'ts. And a great way to remember them is Labor Day, which happened yesterday. So, when you have a war room in your company or whenever you have to have a closed door meetings with your manager and team, you first listen to the tech lead, the manager who is hosting the war room. You actively pay attention to any issues. You want to be aware of priority P1 issues before communicating with team. Well, when it's all the materials so that you don't end up in a mad dash before last minute. And of course, just like college and grad school, if it comes down to it, ready to pull an all-nighter. That spells out LABOR or labor. War room etiquette don'ts. Don't delete any data files or necessary procedures. Or annoy the team with mentioning stuff outside of work, election, politics, even World Series of food. That has actually happened before in a war room. Or yap incessantly about your personal issue, give others a chance. Spells out day. So yeah, just have common sense. Don't do stupid things in war room. Your manager's not gonna like it. And honestly, in general, it's just not professional. So here's an Active Directory demo I'm gonna show. So I'll show how Azure AD Active Directory works nicely with my AZ-104 prep and my day-to-day job for data analytics. So I finally got a PowerShell simulator with TIO.run. So here we go. So TIO is tried online. So you want, for example, write a code for the simulator. So I have a sample team. And this was some code I wrote yesterday during Labor Day to help you understand what I'm trying to do here. So I have a couple of pieces of code here. I'm first writing a team with likely the teams that might make the postseason. Some write identity, playoff teams, or MLB. Unfortunately, the Red Sox are not going to make it. Sorry, Alex Cora. You know, it's too late. They lost too many games. So the teams that will make the playoffs are obviously the LA Dodgers, or hopefully to make playoffs are Dodgers. Um, as much as I don't like to hear it, the Yankees, though they do deserve a bit of a banner run after how Aaron Judge's been playing. The Guardians, they're playing really well. The Orioles play fantastically. Philly is always a very good team and led by LDS brother Bryce Harper. And finally, this is a surprising team, but they are playing well as they could and they're doing a really good job. And I don't like them very much, but the Astros are playing okay. So these are right now the contenders for playoff teams. So you can now basically print out playoff teams and the W at ESPN.go.com. And then one more really good, get command. So this will get the command for the Active Directory you're looking for. So let's run all the code here from Active Directory. There you go. So you managed to basically get a nice table of playoff teams for MLB, which have the members: Dodgers, Yankees, Guardians, Orioles, Phillies, and Astros. You managed to basically get a really nice general output as well for the get children ls command. And of course, because of course this is more of a security problem, as you see later on in the episode when we talk about security. I can't exactly go to espn.com that easily. However, I could change it to google.com and that would be fine. So in general, it looks like the wget can't really work with any domain websites, but it's still a very useful command to use, especially once you actually have to know what website your data is coming from, or in general, just website your data is going to. That will be very important later in future episodes. But yeah, I finally got a nice simulator to work with PowerShell, which is great. I don't have to download anything, just use this thing and good to go. So back to the episode. So I have Active Directory, leaves and branches. Very, very important. So Active Directory consists of a root folder. Consists of a root folder, which is called a home folder. You have some processes and services. For example, you have AD add central access policy member command from PowerShell. And you have permissions and admin, which I mentioned before, security stuff for later episode. Here's a nice little task because it's a reference to Boston University matriculation a couple days ago, and it's also a great way to get into Active Directory business. So follow this link for Active Directory command list for Microsoft, which I will show you right now. You can take a screenshot or pause the episode. And could write an add AD central access policy member, sorry for the typo, command with at params, which will basically determine the parameter to have identity BUCS and member CS131, combinatorics, CS350, foundations of computer systems, and CS411's foundation of engineering. My favorite core BUCS courses from Boston University. I've gave you guys exactly a few seconds to think about the solution. So I'll give you a hint. It's actually very similar to the one I already gave in the episode where we had from the TIO PowerShell simulator. All right, I think that's enough time to at least think of a solution. So here we go. So the solution is actually pretty simple. You have identity equals BUCS, you have member equals CS131, 350, and 411 with params. And this at symbol is a pointer. So once again, to worry about pointers in Active Directory solutioning. Then you write a command, of course, and you add in params. That's it. And a bonus, what is the structure used to sort a directory? Hint, arbol in Spanish, which is obviously tree. So a tree is a great way to store directory because every tree node has a subdirectory node. And that's it for the episode. Like and subscribe, guys. Enjoy your Labor Day, belated Labor Day. And also with portioning episode with Jason, it's going to come to be a very interesting one because it'll be the first time I'll make a DIY mooncake. That's right. I'll show you guys how from start to finish make a mooncake for Chinese Mid-Autumn Festival. And also more importantly, we have some interesting episode coming up, which I mentioned before, just security. So next episode we'll get into some security as we secure those, permissions, Azure stuff and AWS stuff, just like putting a mooncake in a box and securing the egg yolk. Like and subscribe. Thank you very much, guys. Oh, also for bonus content, I'll be having some shorts on YouTube as well for a bunch of food and technology. Enjoy that as well.